Hey guys, Ethan here. In case you didn't know, I'm a certified yoga instructor, and a good friend of mine asked for a fairly laid-back flow that was good for chest openers and to work the core. And I got something for that, so let's get to it. First we're going to start off in table pose, hands and knees. And now you're going to take some cat-cow breaths. So let's go ahead and inhale, drop the belly, lift the chin. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin. Inhale to lift the chin, drop the belly. Exhale, round the spine. And we'll take 3 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Come back to a neutral table pose. Now we'll do a spinal balance. So you're going to lift the left leg, try to straighten the knee, press back with the heel, lift from the back of the thigh, and then you can take your right hand and reach it forward. Keep breathing in and out through the nose. And now take an inhale to reach it forward. Exhale, let's crunch the knee and the elbow in, rounding the spine. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale, crunch it in. Good. Inhale, reach it out. Now exhale, we're going to take the leg off to the side and the right hand off to the side. Inhale, reach it forward. Exhale, off to the side. Inhale, reach it forward. Last one, exhale off to the side. Inhale, reach it forward. Okay, now plant that right hand back down. Going to place that left foot down, but keeping the leg straight. And now let's lift that left hand up. This is a supported side plank. So you can stay right here, or you can lift this left leg. And then if you want to, you can reach that left hand forward over the ear. Now exhale, if you want, crunch it in. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, reach it out. Last one, crunch it in. Now inhale, reach it out. Okay, now drop this left hand. Let's step this left foot forward. Lift the hands up. Feel the shoulder blades pressing down as the hands lift up and extend through the elbows. Try to lunge forward a little more. Now let's bring the hands onto the thigh here. Lift the chest. Maybe let the head rock back a little bit. Press the hands forward as you're pressing those shoulder blades back, lifting the chest. And then come back to table pose. Alright, now we got to do that to the other side. So we lift the right leg now. Lifting from the back of that right thigh. Pressing back with the heel just like we did before. Now take the left hand, reach it forward. And take an inhale to really reach it out. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale, crunch it in. And then reach it out. Now we're going to take it off to the side. So take an inhale, reach it out. Exhale, off to the side. Inhale, reach it forward. Exhale to the side. Inhale, forward. Exhale off to the side. That was the last one. Reach it forward. Now time for our side plank. So plant the left hand, plant that right foot down with the right leg straight, and then reach the right hand up. Now you can try lifting that right leg. Reach the right hand over the ear. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Plant the hand. Step that right foot forward. And lift the hands up. Finding that extension through the elbows, reaching the hands up, shoulder blades pressing down. And then bring the hands onto the thigh. Lift the chest. Let the head rock back just slightly. Shoulder blades pressing back and down. As you press the hands forward. And then come back to table pose. All right. Now we're going to come into a downward facing dog. So let's curl the toes under and lift the hips. And if this is too much for you, you can just stay in table pose. That's fine. Otherwise, let's lift the left leg. Step it forward. Step the other foot forward. We're just going to take some sun salutations here. Inhale, lift the chest halfway. Getting some extension in the spine, pressing the hips back. And then exhale, fold forward. You grab opposite elbows, hang out for a couple breaths. Then release the hands. Slowly lifting up. Take 3 breaths to lift all the way up. The last thing to lift is the head. And that 3rd breath, let's lift the hands up. Exhale, hands together at the heart. Okay, let's inhale, reach the hands up. Interlace the last 3 fingers here. So you got your index fingers pointing up. And exhale over to the left side. Get a little side stretch. Inhale, lift up. Exhale to the right. Inhale, lift up. Just kind of lean back a little bit, get a little bit of a back bend. Exhale. Let's interlace the fingers behind the lower back. Press the hands down. Again, lifting that chest. Pressing the hands down. And then exhale, fold forward, keeping the hands clasped. Trying to lift the hands off the lower back. Then release the hands. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back, top of a push-up. And if this is too much, you can always lower the knees. That's cool. Otherwise, let's go ahead and lower through down through chaturanga. So you're going to keep the elbows down by the sides of the rib cage. You don't want those elbows more than 90 degrees, so you don't want to go all the way down. Try to hover right there. Then inhale, roll to the tops of the feet, lift the chest up. Head rocks back, looking up. Now try to pull the chest forward through the arms. Your feet might even slide forward a little bit. And then curl the toes under, lift the hips, downward dog. Let's come back to that breath. In and out through the nose. Let's bend the knees, look forward, step the feet up. We're going to do that sun salutation again. So inhale, lift the chest halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, let's reach the hands all the way up. Exhale. Exhale, hands at the heart. Inhale, reach it up again, interlace the last 3 fingers. Exhale, side stretch to the left. Inhale, up. Exhale, side stretch to the right. Inhale, up. Lean back, press the hips forward. Exhale, release the hands. Interlace the hands behind the lower back. Press the hands down. Lift the chest. Still pressing the hips forward a bit. Exhale, fold forward. Keeping the hands clasped. Lifting the hands up off the lower back. Release the hands. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant the hands. Step the feet back. Lower down about halfway, trying to get those elbows at 90 degrees, even if you have to lower the knees. Now inhale, roll to the tops of the feet, lifting the chest, pulling the chest through the arms, gazing up. Curl the toes under now and lift the hips up in a downward dog. All right, now we're just going to keep it moving. If at any time you need to take a break, just hit pause. You can come into a child's pose. Or you can take a sip of water, whatever you need. But we're just going to keep on moving here. So this is just kind of one big flow here that incorporates a bunch of standing poses. So let's start in down dog. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, bring the knee into the chest. Inhale, lift the leg. Exhale, knee into the chest. Inhale, lift the leg. Exhale, last time, knee into the chest. Inhale, lift the leg. Step that left foot forward. Back foot pivots flat. Lift the arms up for warrior one. Just keep that lunge going in the left leg. This left hip, you want to pull the left hip back as you pull the right hip forward. So you're squaring up the hips to the front, all as you maintain that lunge. Now we're just going to grab onto each forearm behind the back here. Lift the chest. Gaze up slightly. Now let's go ahead and fold forward. So you bring this left shoulder down by the left knee. Now inhale up to warrior two. Left hand forward, right hand back. I like to lift the palms up. Kind of helps open up the chest a little more, encourages the shoulder blades to come down. Maintain that lunge. Good, now we're just going to swing this right hand around, pivot onto the ball of that back foot. So now the left hand is reaching back, right hand is reaching forward, still lunging into that left leg. Try to straighten this back leg as much as you can. Might not get straight, but that's okay. And now we're going to swing around into a side squat onto the right. So swinging around, bring the hands together at the heart, and lunge into this right leg. Left leg straightens. Both left toes maybe point up. Good. Now come back into this left foot. Let's come into an airplane pose. A little bit of balancing poses here. And you'll probably fall over. That's cool. I probably will too. And when you're lifting that right leg, lifting from the back of that right thigh. Try to extend the spine. Now we're going to lift up into majorette pose. Hold hands, lift up. Right knee comes into the chest. Those right toes are flexed up. Shoulder blades pressing down even as you reach the hands up. Now we'll do tree pose. Maybe use your hands to prop this right foot inside that left thigh. Press the hands together at the heart. Maybe lifting the hands up above the head. Your tree might be a little wobbly. That's okay. Lower that right foot down. Standing pose. Let's go ahead and take a nice big breath in. And sigh it out. Okay, now we gotta do the other side. Inhale, lift the hands up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, lower through. Inhale for up dog. Exhale, down dog. Okay, let's do the right side now. So inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, lift. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, lift. Crunch it in, I think that was 3 times. Lift. Now come into warrior one. On the right side here. So now we're bringing the left hip forward, right hip back. Finding that nice lunge. Let's interlace or grab onto the forearms behind the back. Lift the chest, let the head rock back a little bit. Let's go ahead and fold forward, bringing that right shoulder down by the right knee. Inhale, lift into warrior two. Right hand forward, left hand back, palms are up. Feel the tailbone tucking under. Reach through the hands, extend through the elbows, shoulder blades pressing down. Now we're going to revolve this around. So go ahead and bring the left hand forward, right hand back. Try to gaze off the right shoulder. Try to straighten the back leg a little bit, pressing back through that back heel. Okay, now swinging around into our side squat. Hands together at the heart, lunging into that left leg. Right leg is straightened. Okay, airplane pose. So go ahead and take off, lifting that left leg, reaching the hands back. Okay, now slowly and steady lift up into majorette pose. Hands lift up, left knee into the chest, left toes flex toward the knee. Now tree pose. That sole of the left foot inside the right thigh. Press the hands together. Maybe lift the hands up. Come back to standing pose. Take a nice big breath in. And exhale it out. Alright, let's go ahead and inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back, lower through. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Alright, so now we're going to do some core poses. If I can just refer to my notes here really quick. Okay, first one's just a boat pose. So there's many different options you can do for this. What we're going to do though is lift the legs up, lift the arms, try to bring the chest up, and if this doesn't work, you can lower down onto the forearms. That's cool. You can lift one leg while the other leg is down. You can switch back and forth. You could switch back and forth lifting the legs. Okay, or you can do the standard one. You can also go side to side. Or you can spread the legs apart, bring the hands forward. Inhale, come back. Exhale, lower down, hands out to the side, feet out to the side. Inhale, back up. That's an option. So whatever variations of that boat pose you want to do, that's definitely going to work the core. Okay, now let's do, as we're seated here, let's just do some spinal twists, because that's always good to do. Let's bring the right hand onto the left knee, left hand behind you. Going to gaze off that left shoulder. Come back around, other side, left hand onto the right knee, gazing off the right shoulder. Okay, now we're going to try a shoelace pose now. So I'm just going to bring this the right foot over by the left hip. You're going to cross this leg over. Ideally, you want to get knee on top of knee. It might not happen. It probably won't happen. What you can do to help is lean forward a bit and scoot this left foot over a little bit more and then lower back down. Okay, so this is shoelace pose for the legs. Now we're going to do cow face arms. So, yeah, cow face. I'm not quite sure why it's called cow face, but whatever. So you might want to take a strap if you can't take a bind, which often I can't. But what you're going to do is you want to interlace the fingers behind your back. You're going to take the left hand up and above and behind. This right hand comes underneath. But what you can do is take a strap and grab onto the strap and then just kind of shimmy your way so your hands are as close as you can get them. And we're just going to chill out here for a couple breaths. Alright, and then we'll do the other side. Just untangle the legs, maybe shake it out a little bit. Now bring this left foot underneath. This right foot comes on top. Maybe lift up, scoot this right foot over a little bit more so this right knee is a little more on top of the left knee. Okay, so now we got our legs going. Now take this strap of ours, take the right hand up, and then bring this left hand underneath. If you can't take a bind, otherwise just bind the fingers. Good, now lift the chest a little bit and hang out here for a few breaths. And wonder why this pose is called cow face? I don't know. Alright. Untangle all that. Shake it out a little bit. Let's see what's next on my list here. This is a good one. Alright, so from a seated position, you're going to extend this left foot forward. And now bend this right knee. Okay? Coming back to our strap here. Just going to kind of toss this behind you. Grab it onto it with your left hand. And grab onto it with your right hand. So you got this. Now take your right arm. You're going to try and shimmy it down as much as you can. Might even try to grab onto your left foot. So you're trying to bring this right shoulder inside that right knee. Now you're going to take this arm, grab onto your strap, so that this right arm is kind of wrapped around this right knee. Okay? And if you can bind your fingertips together, that's cool. Otherwise, that's why you got your strap. Okay? Now gaze off that left shoulder. Extend the spine a little bit. So you're getting a spinal twist while stretching out these arms and stretching out the hamstring a bit. Okay, let's try it again the other side. So right leg is straightened, left knee is bent. First, let's reach this left hand forward. Maybe grab onto the right foot. Just try to bring this left shoulder inside the left knee. As much as you can. Good. Now start to wrap this left arm around this left knee. Maybe grab it onto the strap. Maybe interlacing the fingers. Good. Now extend the spine, gaze off the right shoulder. All right. And shake that out. Now, this next one is probably the best chest opener ever. It might be a little bit intense. You might not be able to actually do it, but if you can, it's really, really great. So what we're going to do is first just lay down. It's nice if you have a block handy, because you're going to place this block underneath your head. Okay, now what you're going to do is bring your arms out to a T. Now lift. Kind of pivot this left hand so the palm is facing up. Okay? Now, you're going to roll onto your left side. Lift this right hand up. See if you can interlace the fingers. So now you can stay right here with your head on the block. Or you can actually try to plant the feet. And man, that is a serious chest opener. Okay, so let's try the other side. So we got our arms out to a T. Take the right palm, flip it up. Now roll onto the right side. Lift this left hand up. Try to interlace the fingers. If not, you could use that strap. That'll work too. And then as an alternate too, to amp it up a bit, you could plant the feet. And there we go. We are doing some chest opening. Oh, all right. Let's see what else I got on my list here. Alright, here's a pretty straightforward one. I actually don't know the name of this pose. I think I generally call it puppy dog. It's kind of like a puppy dog. It's going to come into table pose. The hips are going to stay right where they are, straight over the knees. All you're going to do is walk the hands forward, and then you can either have the forehead placed down, or you can lift the chin and place the chin onto the mat. And then chill here for a few breaths. And then after this, you're going to come into a child's pose with your arms reaching back, maybe grabbing onto the feet, getting a nice round to the spine. You even place the top of the head onto the mat like so. You're putting a little bend in the elbows to help round the spine, pulling. Good. Let's see. Now, the next one, if you have a bolster like so, I'd highly recommend getting one. Or you could do it with a block, which is not as comfortable. But just going to place it on there and then just lay on it. Just bring the arms out to a T. It's a very gentle way to open the chest. Okay, so you could do that, or if you don't have a bolster like that, you could use a block. Like I said, it's just not quite as comfortable, but it's a little more intense. So you could play around with having the block like so. You could lift it up so it's on the tall edge like that, and then try it like so. If you wanted to get really fancy, you could have one of these yoga wheel things and use it like so. Either way, all effective for opening up the chest. Now after all those back bends, let's lay down to the back, hug the knees into the chest. Maybe do a happy baby pose. Grab onto the feet. You're going to pull the knees in towards the armpits. Maybe rock to the left and the right a little bit. Try to pull the feet back and out. Then just kind of rock around a bit. And then a good restorative pose. Again, if you have a bolster, this could work nicely. Just put the bolster up against the wall. Kind of place yourself like so. So your butt is really close to the wall. And then just roll up and lift your feet. And you bring the hands out to a T. You can play around with where you want your feet. You could have them straight up. You could have them apart. You could bring the soles of the feet together. Or lift them back up. Either way, do this for as long as you want. You could even do this, you could even take Shavasana in this pose here. If you want to do that for a couple minutes, that'd be cool. Otherwise, after that, lay down onto your back, Lift your palms up. Just kind of hug the shoulder blades a little bit together to lift the chest a bit. And then close your eyes and relax the facial muscles. Relax the belly, relax the back. And take another big long inhale. And exhale any tension that's left. Taking your resting pose for Shavasana. Good. And then you'll take that Shavasana for a good 3, 4, 5 minutes, as long as you want. And then you're done. Maybe bring the hands together at the heart, expressing some gratitude for being able to do any of this stuff. And namaste. Have a good day. All right, if you have any questions, feel free to leave me a comment down below. And otherwise, see you next time.